Hello friends, I'm Tushar Kute. I welcome you all to this first session of YouTube video making. In this session, I'll be showing you how to create the tutorial videos by recording your screen and save them, and after in second session we are going to see how to create the arts, and on third session I'll show how to upload this particular video on YouTube. Many things are there that we will be talking about in this particular session. Even I am also recording this video with the help of the same software, that is Simple Screen Recorder. Actually, if you search on the google.com to check for different kind of videos, different kind of softwares to record your videos, to create the video tutorials on the site, many different tools, many different software that we can find there. But I'll talk about very simple screen recorder, which will be handy and which will be very easy for us to understand. There are multiple ways by which the recording is possible. The first is to record only the screen. So in this video I'll be showing only screen recording. One more software there is which is called as OBS Studio. So OBS Studio can be used to record your screen as well as your video also. Means your the one who is teaching or the one who is talking, okay, which is not possible to see in this, but in another kind of software it is possible. I'll show that one also, how to use it, how to create simple different videos. Now first thing is that you need to create the tutorials. You need to create the videos before uploading. So what preparation you need to do, what exactly you have to work on, that I'll talk about it here. So here in my system, I'll talk about my system. My operating system is Ubuntu 16.04 LTS, which I am using over here. If you are using Windows operating system, then also it's okay. The same software is available for Windows operating system also, and for other operating system like Mac OS or different flavors of Linux, this software can be used very easily and effectively. So let's see how to use this particular software. So I'll just open it first, and then we'll talk about different flavors or different ways to install and how to use it. So I'll go to my start menu and open the Simple Screen Recorder, which I installed over here. Okay, you can check this out. Now this is software which I have installed, and how it is installed. So we will just check this link. This is martinbird.be/simple screen recorder. I'll just click on this link. Just check it out. Martin Bard's website. So he has created this particular Simple Screen Recorder. You just can check this out. Simple Screen Recorder is a Linux program that I have created to record programs of games. So already programs that could have, but wasn't 100% happy with them. So I created this my own. It's very easy to work and perform operations with. Just check their website, and here how Simple Screen Recorder looks like. Okay, if you go below, so you can see multiple options to download this particular Simple Screen Recorder in different operating systems. So you just can follow one of the method to download this particular Simple Screen Recorder on your system, and you just can go ahead with using this software there. Okay, so different links, different ways of installation of it are shown over here. You just can check it out on the given website and download the software. One more last option is also available. So you can see others for other distributions. So it's not given there, so you can download from this. Okay, so let's close this first. Now Simple Screen Recorder. So we can use this one. So despite the name, this program simply has a lot of options. Don't worry though, there are really two things that you need to know. One, the default settings are usually fine, and if you don't know something does, so just use the default. Second is almost all settings are tooltip. Just hover the mouse over something and find out what it does. Okay, so just can check it out. So about Simple Screen Recorder, we has created that, all these options. See this. Okay. Here one more option is shown there. Keep this for the next time. So next time when you open that, the first screen will not be shown. Now once you install this software in your system, you can see this is the first screen, Simple Screen Recorder, and then we are going to perform the operation of recording there. Now let's continue. What option it shows? and what are the ways that you have to follow to record your screen and create this tutorial. Make sure that to create this video also I am creating the same simple screen recorder. You just can see two softwares are opened over here. One software I am showing to you, and one software is already working to record this screen also. Now let's see. When you start with this, we will get the input profile. Okay, so nothing, I have not created any profile here, so I can create this profile, but don't worry about it. If you don't create any profile, then also the default profile you are used for recording the previous video will be carry forwarded, and that will be used to perform other operations also. Okay, below to that we have some options present here. Video input. Now what kind of the recording you have to do, what kind of recording you have to do means whether you have to record the entire screen, or whether you have to record the fixed rectangle there, or whether you have to perform following the cursor operation or record the OpenGL operation. So this is what we require. So in this particular setting, my default setting is containing record the entire screen. Okay, so the screen that is visible here in my laptop, so I'll be recording the complete screen. That's what resolution it follows. If you click on that, see on the screen 1 is present there. If I am connecting another screen to this laptop by HDMI or by VGA, so that screen names will appear over here. So whether you have to record this screen or the other screen, that names will appear. So currently I am using the screen number 1. Okay, that is contain resolution 1300 by 768. Okay, so this is what I am going to use over here currently. Or if you want to fix the rectangle, so which rectangle you have to fix, that you have to mention, means this particular part of the screen or this particular part of the screen, that I will mention. So here 00 is present, 00 is present, and highest resolution is here. From this side it is 1366 like this, and from this side it is 768. Okay, so that's a resolution, default resolution it will take and perform the operations. Okay, so only that particular part of the video will be used there. So you can check it out. Here it shows that left, top, then width and height. Okay, so if you want to select this rectangle, you can just check it out. So which part of the rectangle you have to record. For example, I want to record only this part of the rectangle. Fine. So this is taken the automatic resolution of this particular rectangle, and whatever I am doing in this particular part, only that thing will be recorded continuously. Okay, so that's how we are going to check it. Or I can manually change also, so you can check it out. So one more, see, for example, I want to record only this part. Okay, so it is selected. Okay, its resolution you can see over here. So if you want to record only this particular part, so that will be chosen, and we'll go ahead along with this only. One more is given as select window. So which particular window you have to record only. For example, I want to select this window, means the desktop window only. So only desktop window will be taken. This is what desktop is shown here, and now I want to record this simple screen recorder only. So I'll select window and check this. Okay, so only simple screen recorder will be recorded, and then that will be saved in a video file. Okay, whatever operation I am doing in this particular part of the window, only that will be recorded. Okay, so because I have selected that window only there. Fine. So this is how I can choose these options. If you go to follow the cursor, in follow the cursor, so wherever I am moving my cursor or where I am moving my mouse, so only that particular part will be recorded there. Okay, so see, here you can have record the entire screen. Okay, and if I want to record a specific width and height of it, so from this direction, this particular part only, if I want to record, so I can make the changes over here. I want, see, complete entire screen is present now to record, and just check this, 1200. Okay, by, so see how the screen resolution is getting changed there, and here I will put 650. Okay, see, so only this part of the window will be recorded here. Yeah, following the cursor. Fine. So this is how we can do it. And the last option is record the OpenGL. So record OpenGL, basically you might be knowing OpenGL is the graphics library present in operating systems. So where only OpenGL is supported, we need to set that OpenGL from here. So basically I'm not having this OpenGL setting in my system, but maybe not required in many cases. So first three options we can choose, and out of all the first option, that is to record the entire screen, is very specifically used, very regularly used. We can record the entire screen. So whatever operation I am doing in my laptop screen, that will be recorded and that will be saved in a video format. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the next one, frame rate. So you might be knowing the frame rate. Frame rate means how many number of pictures per second are recorded into the video. So that's what we call as the frame rate. 30 is the default frame rate. Two different frame rates are followed, 30 and 24. So 30 is the default frame rate. So basically remember, the accuracy of video or playing the video perfectly is defined by the frame rate. When you increase the frame rate, obviously your clarity or your fineness of video will increase, but the problem there is that your resolution, your size of the video will be more when you increase the frame rate. So for example, if I am currently having 30 as a frame rate, so 30 frame rate means 30 pictures per second. Similar to that, we'll be having 40 pictures per second, 60 pictures per second. So when number of pictures per second increases, along with that, your size of the video will also increase. Okay, that's why just keep the default frame rate as 30. If I consider current video, if I'm making a video of 1 hour, 1 hour video almost take 100 MB of the space by using this particular simple screen recorder. 1 hour video will take almost 100. So it depends upon the activity that you do in the video. The size of the video will change, but it will be around 100 MB only. Okay, so next that we have scale video option here. Scale video. So I want to change the resolution onwards. So for example, currently I am having the resolution like this, that is 1366 into 768. Okay, so if you have seen something, some videos on the YouTube, okay, just check it out. I'll go to YouTube and let's talk about this particular pattern also, resolution. I'll open my company's channel here. See, I'll be opening that channel, and some video also we have uploaded there. See this. Okay, so for example, I'll go to this particular video. Okay, swapping the content. So it's starting. So I'm using the same kind of screen recording here in this particular video. Okay, if I go to these options, settings, you can see autoplay, playback speed, subtitles, and quality. So you can check this quality here. Now multiple quality options are available: 720p, 740p, 360, 240, 144. Now this resolution is okay, this resolution is the width of that particular video. Is 720p is a good resolution that we can consider. 480p is also somewhat less than that. 360, 240, 144 is containing the lowest resolution. So if you are watching the video in mobile, so 360 or 240 can be seen correctly, but in laptop 720 pixels is a good resolution that we need to follow. So multiple options are given here on YouTube. So now if I'm recording a video in 1366 into 768 resolution, and after that recording I need to scale it out in this particular resolution. So 854 into 480 resolution. So I can scale up or scale down with the help of this particular option, that is scale video. So if you have chosen that, we just can choose the width and height for scaling. Okay, after that width and height are chosen, you can scale down your video or scale up your video, so that while uploading it can identify in what options or what is the highest option available to use this one, to watch this particular video there. Okay, that's what the meaning of the scale video is. Record cursor option is already selected. Now means your cursor will also be shown in the video. So in this video also you can see that cursor is present. Why it's present? Because I have chosen this option, that is record cursor, in my video also. That's why the cursor and the mouse we can easily see in this particular video. Okay, so let's check it next. Audio input. It's a very important part present in this particular recording. What is your input? What kind of input you will be using for audio? I am talking in this particular video. So what I have done here, I am using my headset. Okay, I am using my headset to record this video. Headset considers your headphone plus microphone. Okay, headphone is output device, microphone is the input device. Means headphone by which we can listen the audio, and microphone is the device by which we can record or input the audio to your computer systems. Okay, so that is what done over here. We are going to have the backend, means which kind of input device we have to choose. So here I am having multiple options present here, ALSA, Pulse Audio and Jack. So Pulse Audio is very regularly used kind of audio system in your computer, your laptop. That's why I'm chosen the Pulse Audio. Maybe it depends which kind of audio you will be using, you are having in your system, whether you are using ALSA or Jack or using Pulse Audio. Pulse Audio is a default audio system that you need to make sure. So I've chosen Pulse Audio here, from where I'll be inputting my audio in the system, because most of the time when you start any particular software, I'm not talking about SSR only, that is simple screen recorder. For almost all kind of screen recording softwares, your tutorial recording softwares, this is very important to know from what is your audio inputs. So I recommend to use the headset or headphones to the laptop while recording the video. It will clear your voice, as well as it will increase the intensity of the voice also. If you are using the default audio recording system of your laptop or desktop, then it will create some problems, because directly the audio will come to you, and then it will be having some disturbances, or the intensity of the audio will be less. Okay, that's why it's important to use this one. Second important thing to record the audio correctly is to have correct or perfect environment to record it. Okay, so what I require a room or any particular area where disturbance is not present, audio disturbances or audio noise is not much present. So it will record your audio so much clearly, and will be available to other viewers also. They can listen to it clearly. Most of the time many disturbances occur. You can see lot many audio channels, lot many video channels are available online, but their screen or their recording quality, their audio quality is also not good. That's why we are not getting so much number of views on that particular videos. So to improve that one, you need to make sure that your audio is so much clear, and you are recording that in a room which is soundproof, means very least amount of the sound is present inside this particular room. So your recording quality will be good, and you can easily record that particular video with good quality of audio input there. Okay, so that's what I expect, Pulse Audio. And if you go to source, so what is your source of the audio, from where we are going to use this? So here I am having two options present: monitor of built-in audio analog stereo and built-in audio analog stereo. So I'm chosen built-in audio analog stereo. It's a part of, just trial and error, just check it out which particular part of the audio source you are having there. Just you have to choose it there. Okay, it's very important to know this one also, what is your audio input. Okay, so these are the pre-settings which are expected before actually recording these particular videos. Okay, so let's continue this. Okay, now this is a second screen, second last screen also that we need to know. Now where you have to save this file. Okay, check this out. Means you are recording this video, but where you have to save this? That's what the default file we will be making there, and at that location the recorded video tutorial will be saved. Okay, so in my case, we just check it out. This is the default file I chosen. Basically, default file means every time when I open my screen recorder, same path will be there. Only I need to change this name of the file. So my current path of my system is home Mithu videos. So in this particular system or this particular folder, I am saving my tutorial video, and its name is screenrecorder.mp4. Okay, so this is a video file which will be created by this. Or if I want to change it, so you just go to the browse options. Okay, so after browsing, you just can check it out where I need to save this. Okay, you can see Here you need to change this name and you can save that. Okay, fine. One more thing, this you have to check it over here. The current file which I am recording over here is shown here. Check it out. Its size is changing. See this one. Getting this. So this I am already using this one, and the file is getting saved over there. Okay, so screen recorder .mp4 is the name of the file in my videos folder will be saved. Okay, mp4 is the extension from where it's chosen. You can check this out, container. So which kind of the file you need to create from there? So there are 4 options present. The first is mkv. So you remember first 3 options which are shown over here, which are very regularly used in the world of video recording and in the world of videos basically. mkv, the Matroska, one of the famous extension used there. So your file will be created with the extension mkv. mp4 is also very commonly used. Almost many of the videos you download were available on youtube.com. They are also available in the same format of mp4. So we can choose mp4 format also. So I am using mp4 here. Even one more format is available which is lighter format than mp4. If you consider that, WebM. So WebM, that is web media format, can also be chosen. We can also use this one also. In some of the videos uploaded on YouTube, they also follow the WebM format. Okay, WebM. So make sure that they are not having much differences. There somewhat quality matters, somewhat the size of the file matters. So based on that you can choose, or very commonly used format which I am choosing over here is the mp4. So you can choose that mp4. Even OGG format is also available. That can also be chosen to save your file. So I'll be using the mp4 format. So it will okay, one advantage that mp4 is following that. So all kind of mp4 files can be easily played in your mobile also. Maybe your codecs are not available on the mobile, so mkv file can't be open in many cases. So I'm not talking about for all mobiles possible there, but mp4 is a common format. That's why in mobile, in all Android operating systems, current flavors, in all operating systems like Windows, Linux, mp4 is supported. That's why we need to make sure that perfect file format should be available, and you have to use that one. Okay, now let's go for one more option. The 2 options you can see here: separate file per segment. If I'm changing the segment, separate file is created, but it's not required. Just don't use this. Completely use a single file. Don't create in segmented format. One more option is present, like add timestamp. Add timestamp means when I record this file name, along with the file name, the timestamp means when it was recorded, that's also got added. If you go here to check the file name, so current file which I am recording here, it is present here in my videos. See this file is present there. The current size of file is 59 MB, which I am currently recording here. You can see I have given the name screen recorder.mp4, but along with that screen recorder.mp4, the timestamp is also added. So what timestamp is this? So you can check this out. This is the time when I am recording this particular video. Screen recorder, you can see this one. So first is date is present, and second is the time of recording is present over here. Okay, so this is what the screen recorder or adding the timestamp option is present. The advantage is that if you don't change the name of this file, then also if you don't change the name of this file, then also every time a new file will be recorded, because their timestamp is different. Timestamp is the time and the date where the recording has started. Okay, so we have started the recording on the given time and date, so that will be added along with the file name. So every time a different file name will be there along with the timestamp connected to it. Okay, fine. So you can see this one, one warning is shown there. Warning: this format will produce unreadable files if recording is interrupted. Consider using mkv instead. Okay, mkv, so that's what the difference that they are having. If you interrupt immediately in mp4 file format and its trailer is not complete, trailer means end of the header, so end of the video. If the trailer is not completed, the file will be unreadable and the recording cannot be done successfully. That's why mkv option can be chosen. Mkv option, if you are accidentally terminating the recording, then also that file will be stored in correct format, and you can use that further also, mkv. Okay, so you can consider using MKV in that case. Fine. Now let's go for the next option, that is video. So in video there are multiple codecs available. Codec means it's a system software basically provided along with the videos by which the video coding is done. So basically we are having H.264 is a standardized codec for recording the videos, for storing the videos basically after recording. H.264 codec is used. Along with that we are having VP8 or Thera, but both of these are not supported by the containers. I am having only H.264 codec present there, by which the video recording and saving will be done. Okay, after that we are having a constant rate factor. Okay, so constant rate factor default is 23 there. Constant rate factor is also affecting the size of the video there, but don't change it, keep it same as it is. Okay, let's go to the one preset. See, now preset is the what we can call the constantly recording rate of the video. So see, many are present there, starting from placebo, very slow, slower, slow, medium, fast, faster, very fast, super fast, ultra fast. Okay, so default I am choosing here, it's a super fast. Ultra fast can also be chosen, but I require the moderate quality, good constant rate, frame rate along with that. That's why I am using the super fast, the preset. You can use ultra fast also. It can create good videos, but the problem will be there. My increasing the size of the video will be there. That's why moderately I am using a super fast preset here. Okay, now it's allow the frame skipping, so it's also by default imported. Now we'll go to the audio codecs. So here video codecs are completed, then we'll go for the audio codecs. So in audio codecs, see, multiple options are present here. So in which particular format of audio I'll be storing my audio file in my video. So there are multiple audio files are supported here. First, which is I'm using here, is Vorbis. Anyone you can choose this, it doesn't matter which kind of audio codecs, only the file problem will be there. I mean, size of the file will differ. MP3 very commonly used, might be aware about MP3. MP3 is very standard format, very commonly used format to store the data in the form of the audio. So that can be used, that is MP3. MP4 is video format and MP3 is the audio format. After that I am having AAC format also, very rarely used. Maybe see, if you are using AAC format and maybe your mobile, if you are playing that video in mobile and that's not available in your mobile AAC, so your audio will not be clear in that particular case. Vorbis is very commonly used format for audio recording. That's why I have chosen the Vorbis format here. Okay, so I've chosen Vorbis. Just click on this, and the last one is the bit rate. Okay, so those who are knowing the audio qualities, so they might be knowing this bit rate, 120 kilobits per second. Okay, 128 kilobits per second. So many options are present. We start from the 64 kilobits per second, 128 to 56, 512 kilobits per second. It will increase the intensity of audio as well as it will clear the audio also. So 128 is again a moderate audio rate I am choosing over here. So most of the audio files, if you see online, so they are having 128 or to 56 also. The audio rate, it will clear the intensity of the audio and increase the size of the file also. So if you want to keep this intensity clear, in moderate clear, as well as you have to keep the moderate size of the file, so I'll be using 128 kilobits per second as the rate of the audio there. Okay, see, you can check, you can change this one, 128 to 256 or 512. Obviously the clarity of audio or the audio information that it carries, like you're having bass, you're having treble. Okay, so that can also be that can also change, or that will also depends upon this particular rate of audio, like a bit rate of the audio. So I'm keeping 128, very standard bit rate, which is required for general of videos. So let's continue. Okay, so this is the last page which is coming over here, and it follows multiple things inside it. Okay, you just can check it out now. For start recording, so when I click on the first button of start recording, so your recording will be started. Okay, one more option I'll just show you here. So when I open that, you can see this one, this icon has started. This icon is my original video recording, which I am recording this video currently, and this icon is created for this particular software, which I am showing here as a demo. Now, before this particular screen, this icon was present and it was having a green color present there. Now, once I came to the last slide of or last page of the simple screen recorder, it is converted to gray and it is having one option present onto it. It is called as a pause. Okay, it was previously green, now it has become gray, and when you start recording it will become red. Okay, when you start recording, so this is what recording already started. I am recording it. Okay, so it will become red. Red means the recording is started, and now we can talk and we can record that particular video and save in this specific location. Okay, that's also possible there. Okay, when you start recording there, now schedule. So schedules are inactive actually here over here. So if I activate the schedule, okay, and you can edit the schedule. Schedule means at what particular time we need to start this recording. Okay, so currently I am having this particular time for the videos. Okay, and if I add this, see this action is given there. So at this time recording will be started, fine, or recording can be ended. For example, I am doing some activities in my system and I want to start from a particular time. Okay, this is 6 a.m. In the morning, and I want to start recording at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I want to stop the recording at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. So I'll choose this one. So you can check it out. This is a date and this is a time. Time for recording is given there. Okay, 7 and start. Now add one more. So here start will be there, and I'll choose recording. Here I'll change the option 8. Okay, and action is pause. Fine. Okay, direct stopping is not possible. You can pause it, and after pausing you can stop it manually. Okay, when the recording is paused, after that I can manually pause or manually stop that particular recording, and recording will be saved. Okay, so in this way this schedule is activated. So whatever actions I am doing there, it will start recording at that particular time and will stop on the respective time. So exactly for 1 hour in this particular case, which I am showing here, exactly for 1 hour the recording will be done and your video will be saved. This is what the scheduling is required. Very regularly, not regularly we require this scheduling of video, because commonly we schedule video manually. We start recording, we stop recording, and then perform the options. Okay, so in this way you can check it out. So here start and pause, multiple options are present, you can make use of them. Okay, so close. So I have activated the schedule, but currently I don't require it, so I'll just did it. Yes, deactivate. So you can check this out. It will start after 55, means current time is 6:04 and at 7 p.m. its scheduling will be started. Fine, this recording will be started, so I'll deactivate it. So don't require it. So if you want to work with this kind of scheduling of the video recording, so make sure that this option is available with us. We can make use of it. Okay, now enable the recording hotkey. Now see, every time when I start recording it, I need to open this start recording, and once recording is started, this screen will also visible into your recorded video at the start. I mean, I have to stop it again, you have to open that video. Here we will have the stop recording option, you have to stop it. So this window, this particular window will also appear in your recorded video. I don't require that. I will use some hotkeys. Hotkeys means the shortcut keys by which the recording can be done. So here the shortcut keys options are present, that see enable recording hotkey. So I'll use this, or enable sound notifications also. Sound notifications means the recording is started, recording is ended, we will have a beep sound, small beep sound. With the help of that we can find that recording is started or recording is successfully completed or not. Okay, so I'm using only hotkey there. Which hotkey? Control or Alt or Shift or Super. Super means the Windows key. Okay, so everyone is having Windows key present on your laptop. I'm also having it. So after pressing that and the combinations of it, so which one? I'm using R. So I'm using Control R is the shortcut key by which the recording will start and recording will end. Both means I need to just minimize this Okay, minimize this, and after that when I press Control R, recording will be started. So when Control R is pressed, this particular icon will go in this particular state, that is in red state, and once it is in red state, it means that the recording is started. Okay, so once the recording is done, then we can recording is started, then we can perform your operation of doing your screen activities. So screen activities will be recorded and will be saved in the videos. Okay, fine. So let's go for this. Okay, so anyone you can choose. I'm using R, Control R for record. That's why I've chosen R. You can choose any other options also. Control basically use such a key which is not by default available in your system. Like if you're using Control C is a commonly used key to copy, Control V is to paste, or if you're using Control A to select all. So these keys will not be used. You should not have to use such kind of the keys which are by default available with some options in your operating systems. Okay, so that's why I'm using Control R, or you can make their combination also, Control Shift Alter Super. Okay, or I'm using Control Shift R, or Control Alter R, or Shift Super R. Like, so any of these combinations are possible, so that this opening of screen video recorder is not required, not compulsory. Okay, so in this way you can make sure these options, default options, which I'm using R. Now see the information of these videos. Now currently I'm not recording, I'm not starting anything over, that's why nothing is shown over here. Okay, so if I'll just keep it here and I'll open this second window. Say this. Okay, so this is I am recording in my system. You can just check this out. The current options are like, currently the video is at this particular state, 36 minutes 48 seconds. FPS in, frame rate, okay, in and out, both are almost 30, which I have chosen at the initial stage. Size in, these are the sizes which I have chosen. Okay, file name is present by the same name, screen recorder, and along with that the timestamp of the recording is also connected to the respective file name there. Okay, and current file size is 84 megabytes. Okay, bit rate choosing here is almost, it's changing as per the audio, as per the recording method. So this audio is changing second by second, and that activity you can see over here. See, all these activities are possible to get it here. Checking, say this, all activities are currently working and getting done in this system. So here this is your demo simple screen recorder which I am showing over here, which is not having any activities yet, but this is how live activities, online activities we can see here. And when the recording is started, you can see this option pause recording here. Okay, pause recording. So once the recording can be paused, and then we can save that in your system. Okay, I'll show this one. I'll just minimize this. Okay, and come to your original video, original simple screen recorder. So here, fine. Now here I'll be having a preview also. Preview frame rate is mentioned 10 here. When I start the preview, see this. So how it is looking like? You can see the preview, how the recording can be done easily, and the frame rate of it is 10. Okay, and you can check this out. This is not yet started, only I can see the preview, how the recording can be done, and you can see this. So that's also we can find the preview of it. That's possible. Okay, so how it is actually doing. Okay, stop this. Okay, so preview frame rate is 10. So previewing requires extra CPU time, especially at high frame rate. If you increase that one, it will get an overload on your CPU. That's why it's not expected. Okay, fine. So this is what the setting that we require to record your screen by using a simple screen recorder. Fine, that's you have to remember it here. Okay, now here again two more options are present, that is cancel recording or save recording. Okay, so cancel recording, if I cancel this window will be cancelled, and the recording will also be closed. Okay, and the save recording option, if I click on that, the recording will be saved, and then we can preview that recording onwards. Fine. Now here when you start recording, what options will be shown, that you are already shown there. So you just can check this out. When I click on that, this kind of window will be visible. So I'll just minimize this now. Sorry, this one. See this. So this kind of recording video will be shown when I start recording it, or when I press any particular option like Control R is my shortcut key I am using, then recording will be started in this particular way and will continue along with this. Okay, remember that. And start recording will go to pause recording option here. I can't directly stop it. You can pause and then you can save it, or you can pause and save options will automatically stop the video and will complete your recording there. Okay, so in this way, or I don't have to open this window also to perform this operation. I'll just minimize this. Okay, I'll go there in this option and see again multiple options are present. Pause recording, then cancel recording, save recording, and the hide window, that is quit. Okay, fine. So any one of these options can be used. This is now currently recording is started. Already the recording is done there, and if I go here, see, this is inactive, the second window which I have started, yet the recording is not started. That's why it is showing the button in the gray color. Okay, cancel recording can also be done, save recording can also be, and quit. So here only option present is pause and start. This is what the meaning of already started. We can pause it. This is what the meaning is not started. So we can start it. It's already paused. Okay, and to do this, we are going to have the save recording options. So once the recording is done, we can save that recording in your respective time. Okay, so in this way the recording can be easily done, because now see, if you if I'm going to save this recording, it's not possible to show that in this video, because the recording will be saved, and in my same file this recording will be done. I'll just show you one of the previous video which I have saved in my system. So this is current file which has crossed already 103 megabytes. Okay, let's say this, for example, this video I have recorded MEML1 LR and 2019 something. When I save it, so this video will appear something like this. Okay, see, I'm opening this video here, which is a pre-recorded video. Say this.
Hello friends, let's start with the first practical of machine learning here, to implement a linear regression using Python. Okay, so in this practical we are going to apply the first method of supervised learning, that is
this is so the recording of a video I have done. See, you can check this out. See, complete audio tutorial, video tutorial along with the plain audio, your screens perfectly. So you can check this out. See. Okay, so this video is almost of 10 minutes, 10:36, and you can see the size of this video is 17 MB almost, which I have recorded. Okay, one more is present here that is recorded. Okay, so that's it. That's how we are going to perform operation of creating the simple video tutorial by recording your video. One more software I'll show here, which also can be used very regularly to find. So it's available for Windows operating system also. It's called as OBS Studio. See, this is OBS Studio. It's Windows and Linux, both flavors are present. This can also be used so much perfectly to record it. See, it's already showing this on your screen, that is OBS Studio. Fine. Here multiple screens are possible, that we can either use desktop or we can use camera. My camera is on already, so you can see that camera or the person who is talking from here. Here the options are available. Start recording, start streaming is not required. Start recording, studio mode settings, like all that we can see. So similar kind of options are present. OBS Studio can also be used for Windows and Linux operating system both. But here the switching of screen is possible, but generally we don't require the person who is talking about. We require the one, or the main part is to have the tutorial. The perfect tutorial should be present, practical based tutorial, so we can make use of this. So this is desktop, and if you go to the camera option, see, you can see the camera. Okay, like So desktop and camera, so both can be chosen, and we can switch from desktop to camera, camera to desktop, okay, by using the OBS Studio. So you can check all these options present here. Here also the screen recording is perfectly done. You can see as I'm talking, this video audio is changing, okay, it's according to its intensity is changing, and the recursive screens are shown over here. Out of it, I'm using the current screen is this for recording, and if you're using camera screen, that can also be chosen there. Okay, start and stop. Here also we can make use of some options like shortcut keys, Control R or Control Shift R, like these options we can make use of it, OBS Studio. Okay, so similar option settings are there, only their graphical user interface is different. And here also you can see this particular OBS Studio will appear here. See, start recording and stop recording, these options are also present there. So you need to talk and you have to create your recording accordingly. Okay, so OBS Studio, that also you can use to record your tutorials, create your tutorials. So much usually we can watch all these tutorials that you created in your mobile, in your desktop also, with clean and clear video and clean and clear audio. Okay, that's it. That's how we are going to create the videos. That's how it's possible to create the tutorials on by using simple screen recorder, and we can make use of the OBS Studio also. So as per your requirement, you can use this, you can perform the operations. Thank you. Thanks a lot.